You can imagine, Watson, the delight with which I fell upon the final pieces of the puzzle that had occupied me so fully during those November days. A curious room where time was slowed so that each day appeared but an hour, and in which the calendar was set to a date in the future. Another room which contained a careful and precise representation of what was obviously a railway station. And finally, our Mrs. Turnbull appearing, as I had suspected she might, in the role of Her Gracious Majesty, the Queen. Concealed now behind the discarded packing cases in the train room, John, Whitney, and I watched horrified yet fascinated as the purpose of the deception was demonstrated.
Excellent. Now, you'll be ushered into the Royal Saloon where, in addition to Her Majesty, there will be present other members of the royal household as represented by these dummies. Now, the Munshi. He is Her Majesty's Indian private secretary, a most trusted royal servant, and a man almost fanatically devoted to the success of our mission.
A true patriot, wouldn't you say, Colonel Turnbull?
If you like. There will also be present ladies-in-waiting. There's probably the Marchioness of Ely, possibly the Honourable Harriet Phipps, and the Honourable Mary Pitt. And there will almost certainly be Royal Highness Princess Beatrice. Now, you enter the saloon. And the dog sits.
Sit.
Her Majesty will doubtless have a word with you.
That is a very beautiful retriever dog you have there, Mr. Bates.
Well, say something, man.
Well, what should I say?
Well, what would you say if I said to you, that is a very beautiful retriever dog you have there, Mr. Bates?
Well, I'd say, ain't it?
Well, say that then. I mean, behave naturally.
Surely, Colonel, his initial tongue-tied reaction to being addressed by Her Majesty was perfectly natural.
Yes, I do see what you mean.
Well, what should I do then?
I think you'll find, Bates, that it is sufficient just to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, as appropriate. That is a very beautiful retriever dog, Mr. Bates. Yes, ma'am. Have you had it long? No, ma'am. She's hardly likely to engage that in any long, deep conversation, is she?
Well, in any case, you don't have to worry too much about that old chap. The Munshi is with us. He is there to help. Now, Her Majesty will drop a few coins in the collecting box. Now, come on, you, the coins. Ah.
So, it's a plot to assassinate the Queen? I think you will find it's a good deal more devious than that. Remember the white drum.
Here I say, won't she yell when Thorne jabs her?
Mr. Bates, we are accustomed to bearing such trifling irritations in silence, and not to remark on the overlong nails of our subjects' pet dogs.
Any road? That little Thorne might not go through all Her Majesty's, undergarments. Well, they do say she's got more underneath than most of us have on top.
We know perfectly what she's wearing, Ducky, down to the last blooming button.
Can we show him how effective that Thorne is, Anil?
There.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. It'll not kill her, will it? I want no part of that 100 quid at no.
Mr. Bates, that dummy has been used many, many times in practice. In reality, there will only be one tiny puncture. And we have experimented over many months to ensure that the correct dosage is given. We have even tested it on a human being. We know precisely when she will pass out and for how long.
You see, John, Natty Dan was the same build as the Queen, and thus ideal for their experiments.
Well, he died.
Yes, but obviously that over-friendly dog, unbeknownst to them, followed him to the hut, where it gave him a second, unplanned and fatal dose of the drug.
Bates, your part of the job is done. That's all there is to it. Now, the Queen will begin to be affected by the drug halfway between Lancaster and Preston. It'll be sudden, it will be dramatic. Ladies in waiting...
Oh, hello, it's you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I say, old chap, this is a most tricky part of the operation. I wonder if you mind standing aside for a moment. We must have room.
Sorry.
Now, when I say go, push and go. Go. Panel behind the fire. Follow them! Woodworm. There's no escape this way.
The front door's open, quick.
No, it could be a trap. They're probably waiting for us out there. We must make for the upstairs entrance to the secret passage, the way we got in.
Right. Got his arm.
Right, Colonel. If you're ready with the injections.
Next one. That's it.
Thus were we netted, overpowered, and injected with some powerful narcotic. My drugged sleep was deep, dream-filled, and fantastic. And it was with some regret that I found myself returning to the realities of this world, knowing neither where I was, nor for how long I had been away.
Ah, so you're coming back to us at last, are you, young fella? Good for you.
Where am I?
In hospital, the Royal Infirmary, Preston. You and your companion were found unconscious in Avon Park early last evening. Any idea how you might have got there?
The last thing I remember is a net and a syringe.
A net?
Yes. It came from somewhere above us. And then the syringe.
You sound as if you've been hallucinating, my lad.
I have, certainly. The net was real enough. And so was the syringe there, look.
Yes, we'd already noticed that. But are you suggesting you were attacked, drugged, and then taken to Avon Park and left there?
Yes, that would be it. Avon Park beside the railway station.
What day is it?
Ah, you're with us now, are you? It's Friday.
Friday. November the 24th. Don't remember the calendar, we must go.
You're going nowhere in your present condition, my lad. I don't like the sound of that chest at all. And if you had an appointment for November the 24th, you've missed it by a whole week. It's Friday, December the 1st.
But then we're too late.
Something important, was it?
It was indeed. We overheard a plot to abduct the Queen. We tried to prevent it. And I don't expect you to believe me.
No, I believe you. That whole affair has been extensively reported by the newspapers. Don't worry. It didn't happen. Some, railway porter gave the game away.
Bates?
Yes. Yes, I think that was his name. But I'll fetch the paper. I'll not be long.
Well,
It's all right.
did you give him the sedatives?
Not yet.
You heard what the professor said.
He also said, be careful, one step at a time. First have to read them, the newspaper account of the plot.
You know, it's rather lucky your father was a lay preacher.
John? John, are you in there? Oh, it's you, Uncle George. Good morning.
Morning.
Have you seen John?
Well, I've seen no one so far this morning, my dear.
Well, then he's still not back.
Well, we know what he's up to. You read his note.
But that was last evening. It's not like John to be out all night without getting a word to me somehow. I think I'll go and see Mrs. Holmes. She may have had word from Sherlock.
Charlotte, my dear, why not leave it another hour or two? Well, we'd not want to get the young'un into trouble with his Aunt Rachel now, would we? Mark my word, Charlotte. Those two are perfectly all right.
And although a number of the conspirators are known still to be at large, most of them are now safely in custody and will shortly be arraigned on charges of plotting against Her Majesty's person. Finally, whilst abhorring the involvement in the conspiracy of an employee of the London and North Western Railway Company, the character of whose servants we surely have every right to expect to be beyond reproach, we reflect with some satisfaction on the sudden change of heart which prompted Mr. Albert Bates to turn Queen's evidence. This, we are reliably informed, was occasioned by the insistent whispering of that still small voice, and by a sudden upsurge of genuine affection for a very gracious lady.
Good old Bates.
There we are, then. That's the Preston Guardian. Obviously, you two were held somewhere in Preston until the initial hue and cry was over, and then quietly dropped off in the park. Anyway, it's all over.
Thank God for that.
Your families have been informed that you're both safe and in hospital. It will take a day or two to get you back to full health, that's all. Now, if you just take these... Come along, Dr. Whitney. Your turn.
Yes, all right. Thank you.
I'll be back shortly, and then we'll see if perhaps you feel like taking a little nourishment.
Shh, we must keep our voices down. Now, those tablets were, I suspect, intended to put us under again. What? I'm very sorry, my dear friend, to have to disturb your peace of mind once more. But this affair is very far from over. What do you mean? Here, drink this. You must try to concentrate your mind. Consider these curious facts. 1. Why should that man profess to be reading from the Preston Guardian whilst holding a copy of the Western Morning News? Anyone with even the most elementary knowledge of newspaper typography could tell the difference. 2. The man's no more a doctor than I am. The marks on his hands clearly indicate that he's a glass cutter by trade. And 3. If this is a hospital room, what's the tobacco ash doing on the floor under that chair? Trichinopoly in Esmeralda this evening. Trichinopoly? Concentrate, John, concentrate. Colonel Turnbull smokes trichis, if you remember. Yes, of course I remember. And John, you're a doctor. Look at my arm. If this had all happened a week ago, that needle puncture be healed by now. Oh, yes, of course it would. Yes. The nail holes in the wall. The last time we were here, they were obscured by a clock and a calendar. The White Room? Yes. We are in the White Room. And it behoves us to get out as soon as we possibly can. Sherlock, the window's bricked up. Well, we may be prisoners, but we can at least dress for dinner. Here.
Hello? Where is everybody?
Mrs. Turnbull is resting. Mr. Greasley, in the guise of a sailor, has gone to make his call on Mrs. Whitney, and Master Jasper has gone to visit the family of that Holmes boy.
He's what?
He wished to reassure himself that the message we sent last night had had the desired effect.
The arrogant young puppy.
Well, it got to 9, and then to 10, and I was quite distraught. Not that it's the first time that he's done such a thing, mind. Oh, very far from it.
The errors of his ways are, alas, oft repeated, Mr. Moran.
Then, just as the clock was striking 11, there came this knock at the door. Oh, it gave me such a start at that time of night. And when Mrs. Cunliffe came in to say that it was someone from the hospital, well, I had to take a very firm hold on myself to prevent myself from fainting right away.
My sister's constitution is a delicate one, Mr. Moran. It should not be subjected to such shocks.
Found wandering in the streets he was with Dr. Whitney. Delirious, the pair of them. Some sort of fever, they said. And both of them quarantined.
I'm most profoundly sorry to hear this news, Mrs. Holmes. One can only pray that it is nothing too serious.
Might be typhoid.
Typhoid?
Charity! Now. We'll have no more of that talk in this house.
The truth of the matter is, Mr. Moran, that Sherlock was sent home early for the holidays because of an outbreak of typhoid at his school. And now that this has happened, I live in fear and trembling for my poor dear Charity.
I'm sure, Mrs. Holmes, you have absolutely nothing to fear, provided that the quarantine is most strictly observed. I go myself to Preston tomorrow, and shall be pleased to carry with me any message or presents you may wish delivered to the poor boy. It is such a pity that he is unwell. We were all so looking forward to having the pleasure of his company once more up at the Manor House.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Moran.
My pleasure. Charity?
Suppose we took a sheet of paper from the drawer, slid it under the door, pushed the key through and pulled it back in again. No. I think it's fairly safe to assume that if they've left the key in the lock, there are also bolts on the outside. No. Our best bet, John, is to wait for them to come back and open the door themselves. Yes, well, how long might that be? Not long now, I imagine. They're bound to come and take a peep at us before too long. The thing is to be ready for them when they come. You do that for? John, when they come back, we must be in our beds. Well, if they look in and see that the beds are empty, they may very well be suspicious. If, on the other hand, we're both lying there, supine, they may very well go away again. It is imperative that we arouse their curiosity sufficiently to ensure that they open the door and enter the room themselves. And who could resist investigating an upset carafe and a solitary, abandoned shoe? Who indeed?
Uncle George, there's a man here who says he has news of John.
Him?
Yes, so he says.
Oh, very well. Leave this to me. All right. Come on in, man. Now, what have you got to tell us?
Well, sir, shortly after midnight, I was sitting in the alehouse down by Preston Quay when two young gentlemen comes in and engages me in conversation. How'd you like to earn yourself a sovereign, says one. Well, depends what I have to do for it, says I. Deliver a message, says the young un, with a strong nose and bushy brows.
That's Sherlock.
Verbal or oral, says I. Well, it is not written down, if that's what you mean, says t'other, mistaken my meaning, like.
Typical John.
And this is that message, word for word, as it were given. The fox has broken cover, and the hounds have given chase. Whatever tales you may hear abroad, smile and acquiesce. Do nothing, till we have sent word.
You have brought us great relief, sir, and have most nobly earned your sovereign.
Oh, the gentleman in question gave me an half-sovereign, sir. He said as I collect t'other half on delivery, like.
Dear, cautious John.
Yes, well, let me see.
And if the drug is slow in acting, the munchie can always
Sorry,
give the alarm.
interrupting something, am I?
You are late, Mr. Greasley. Sit down.
Yes, you'd better listen to this, old lad. We mustn't forget that the last time he went through it, he was still knee-deep in putty powder and jeweller's rouge in that little workshop of his in the shadow of Leeds Town Hall.
Incidentally, I must congratulate you. You have shown consummate skill. Quite masterly.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, where was I? Well, I'll go back a little. Yes. And the Queen has received intravenously via Albert Bates's dog a carefully controlled dose of a powerful but extremely rare vegetable alkaloid, derived incidentally from the seeds of a tree found only in the northern foothills of India.
Mrs. Turnbull, I suggest you listen to this.
Oh, dearie, come in.
Now, the Queen will be taken ill halfway between Lancaster and Preston. It'll be sudden, it will be dramatic.
The symptoms?
Violent spasms, a gasping for breath, a speedy descent into unconsciousness.
Now, the munchie will claim to have seen similar cases in India. They are rare, but on occasion fatal. He should have little difficulty in persuading those present, including Dr. Marshall, who's also travelling with the Queen, that urgent action is imperative.
You look puzzled, Mr. Greasley. Why?
That Munchie's that Indian secretary chap, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
But how the devil is he going to be able to influence events when there are men like Colonel Ponsonby and Lord Charles Fitzroy with her? Oh, I mean, no disrespect, man, but...
He is only an Indian servant.
Well, if you like.
My dear Mr. Greasley, how curious that I should have to remind you of the strange attachments occasionally formed by your own dear Queen. I might, for instance, mention Mr. John Brown, a mere Scots gillie.
Oh, aye, him, well.
Her reliance on the Munchie, though perhaps equally irrational, is even more total, I assure you. Sit down, Mr. Greasley. Proceed.
Now, the first telegraph station on that stretch of the line is Preston, and the Munchie will insist on the train being stopped so that he can telegraph ahead for assistance. The station master, Mr. Prendergast, will thus take him to the telegraph office, where they will encounter, by lucky chance, that locally well-known and highly respected pillar of church and state, Colonel Henry Turnbull, formerly of the 1st Bangalore Pioneers. I shall reinforce the Munchie's diagnosis of rare Indian disease. I shall name a local and unrivalled expert in such matters and place my coach at Her Majesty's disposal.
Now, Colonel, the model. Oh. This, Mr. Greasley, is a model of the Colonel's specially prepared coach.
The door here, the seat, and here behind the seat, extending beneath the boot, a false floor, and running the length beneath, a false bottom.
I'm lying on the false floor, here, behind the seat. Just like I was when you came in, with me legs stretched right up against this partition, see?
It is virtually an inverted sitting position.
I shall lead the royal party to the coach. The Queen will be supported by her doctor, the Munchie, private secretary, ladies-in-waiting. It matters not. The success of this stage of the operation depends on one thing only. The Munchie securing a minimum of 10 seconds between the Queen being placed on her seat here and anyone else entering the coach.
It requires only the time for him to say, I have propped Her Majesty into the corner. I have pulled down the blind. The light appeared to be troubling her. If you will travel inside with her, I shall ride with the coachman.
And presto, they enter the coach and find the double.
So what have you done with the Queen?
It's pretty damned cunning. You see, when the moment is right, the Munchie triggers a foot pedal concealed beneath the seat here. Immediately, the seat begins to slide forward. The back begins to pivot thus. The Queen is pulled forwards, down, and is helped into the false bottom of the coach by the smallest of our Indian servants already concealed there. Now, by now, the seat back has completed a 90-degree turn, bringing Mrs. Turnbull automatically into the sitting position in the coach itself. 'Tis done.
Find the lady, Mr. Greasley.
It's like something out of a pantomime.
One of your excellent transformation devices serving a less frivolous purpose.
But what happens when you get to the doctor's?
Ah, we don't get there, do we, dearie? After a bit, it comes round, and I demand to be taken back to the train and to London. After all, I am the Queen. I don't have to take any mucking about.
And the real Queen remains in the false bottom until the coach returns here and we place her briefly into your expert hands, Dr. Greasley.
Colonel, the coach is at the door. It is time you were on your way. Good luck, Bessie, me old duck.
You remind me, Mr. Moran, how refreshing it will be to return to the dignified atmosphere of Windsor. Cheerio.
Who the devil?
Leave this to me. Captain Jubley.
I must see Colonel Turnbull.